Ever thought about packing up and starting fresh somewhere new and exciting? And does that somewhere happen to be Wichita, Kansas? This vibrant city is becoming a popular choice for relocation, especially within the queer community. Over the past decade or so, Wichita has seen a population boom of more than 4%, and it's not hard to see why. With its affordable living, a robust economy, and a population nearing 400,000, Wichita is making a name for itself as a city on the rise. Despite its size, it still maintains a low-key feel compared to metropolitan giants like New York or Los Angeles. And for our fabulous LGBT folks out there, you're probably asking the million-dollar question, is Wichita the place to be? Let's delve into the ins and outs of this thriving city and see if it could be your new home on the horizon. So what's the big deal about Wichita anyway, you may ask? Well, let's take a virtual stroll through this city's charming streets, shall we? Wichita, the largest city in Kansas, has become a beacon of growth, attracting a diverse crowd with its affordable cost of living and robust economy. You could say that it's a city where your dollar stretches just a bit further, with costs of living 9% less than the national average, and housing prices that won't break the bank. It's a city that knows how to welcome newcomers with open arms. But it's not all about the money, honey. Wichita is also a city that knows how to live. Nestled within its borders are beautiful parks that offer breaths of fresh air, a lively art scene that stimulates the senses, and diverse dining options that tickle the taste buds. And let's not forget the nightlife. While it might be a bit more low-key compared to the bright lights of New York or Los Angeles, it definitely knows how to throw a party. Getting around in Wichita is a breeze. With public and private airports, a bus network, and over 60 kilometers of bicycle trails, you'll have plenty of options to choose from. Plus, with 4 distinct seasons offering their own unique charms, there's always something new to see and do. Now let's talk about the rainbow-colored elephant in the room. Yes, Wichita is a city that embraces the LGBT community. While it might not have the most flamboyant queer scene, it's a city where acceptance is the norm rather than the exception. There are numerous LGBT-friendly neighborhoods to consider when making your move. And the city hosts events like the Tallgrass Film Festival and the Wichita River Festival, which are sure to keep your social calendar full. Sounds like a dream, right? But just like any city, Wichita isn't without its downsides. Before you start packing your bags, let's take a look at some of the challenges you might face in Wichita. Now, if you're a city slicker used to the bright lights and rainbow flags of bustling metropolises like New York or Los Angeles, Wichita might feel a tad understated. The queer scene is more low-key, and while there's a lot of love and acceptance, it's not quite the flamboyant carnival you might be used to. Still, don't let that deter you. This city has a charm of its own. It's a place where you can be a big fish in a small pond, or should I say, a fabulous flamingo in a modest meadow. It's about finding joy in the quiet, the familiar, and the close-knit community. Remember, moving to a new city isn't just about the glitz and glam, it's also about the opportunity for growth, change, and carving out your own little slice of queer heaven. So there you have it, the good, the bad, and the fabulous of relocating to Wichita. If you're thinking it's time to make the move, we've got just the person to help you. Picture this, a local gay realtor, someone who understands the ins and outs of the rainbow community, guiding you through the process of finding your dream home in Wichita. They know the city like the back of their hand, they're familiar with all the queer-friendly neighborhoods, and they're well-versed in the unique needs and concerns of folks like us. Why is this important, you ask? Well, moving is more than just packing boxes and signing papers. It's about finding a place where you can be yourself, where you feel seen, accepted, and loved. And a realtor who gets this can make all the difference. They can help you navigate the housing market, find an affordable home, and even give you a heads up about the best spots for Sunday brunch or the coolest art exhibits in town. So, don't hesitate. Reach out to a local gay realtor. They're here to help you find your place in the sun, or in this case, under the wide Kansas sky. So, what are you waiting for? Your new life in Wichita is just a phone call away.